There we go. I think it's going to show now. Cool. All right, let's get the farm sims going. What's going on in general chat? So yeah, people sharing numbers and people debating whether they're right or not. Fun stuff. That's always fun, right? Let's look at player contracts, see what's going on, see what we can do. No player contracts. So I guess we'll hop on the community server. In fact, we're kind of dead tonight. I guess it is Friday night. No, it's Tuesday night. What am I talking about? Yeah, I can see it on Tuesday night being dead. Let's see, community to do ourselves some silage. We'll do what we call the Fox method. Just cut it, leave it there, and eventually pick it up 5 years later. I think I did a couple iterations of changes to... Maybe I didn't. I think I did. To Fenton after the stream. Nope, I did not. Because the bot crashed. We do need to see if we can get Giants Editor working. The bot crashed here and didn't get to finish it. We're gonna go and ask it to continue working on that. Because if we can get Giants Editor working and probably even some of the additional tools like the DDS to PNG vice versa converter, I think that'd be super beneficial for the conversions that we're doing. Where's there a mower at? I'm sure there's someone yelling at me right now telling me the easiest way to find what I'm looking for. But I do not play Farm Sim. Where is a mower? We could just do some roulette. Hop between. Or, instead of doing the mower, I guess we could do some corn harvesting. I think we technically need a bin, though, for that to be super good. There we go. Luck of the draw. Where am I at? So I'm gonna go probably up here. Oh, there's also one right there. So I'm kind of curious if anyone currently watching knows. With precision farming, if you just let grass grow over and over again without doing anything to it, what is the yield like? And I think I kind of see the answer to my question because we can see it in the bottom left. But that's just kind of a point in time. Is it effective? Is it profitable to continue to cut grass even if you are not... what am I trying to say? Even if you aren't trying to do any additional fertilizing, liming, plowing, etc. Looks like we do have someone picking up. Is that the picking up device? I feel like that's a harvester, right? What is that header on that? We're gonna look. I don't have anyone in my ear giving me secrets of the game today. So yeah, it kind of looks like this is a mower attachment with something to put in the bin, which I guess works. Just an all-in-one. It's not as wide. I wonder how efficient it is in comparison to doing this and then picking it up. Because those, not only is it very narrow, those harvesters are really expensive. I think they're like 600K. Okay. Giant setter is continuing to be installed. Okay, yeah, we need to pick up here. Okay, so where we were at with Fenton was trying to figure out why it's not loading in single player, and it was disabling bits and pieces until it did, and so far we've not been able to successfully load it in single player. Alaska says it goes down some if you don't fit in line, but I don't know by how much. Yeah, I kind of figured. I'm really curious about profitability. Maybe that's something we can ask one of the AIs, because the AIs have access to all the game files. If you were to do grass fields without doing any additional prep work, such as lime, fert, weeding, etc., how profitable is it after the initial effects of those wear off? Because it's pretty low effort, easy work to cut grass. Why is that so off? Can we adjust the offset, side offset? That is the right direction, is not enough. Maybe 3. H, come on. It'll be interesting to see if it can answer this and how accurate it is. Granted, I don't have a good baseline to measure accuracy. So close. I think it's like 4 meters. I call that close enough. Okay, it has numbers for us. It will still make money because established grass does not need replanting, cultivation, or plowing between cuts. Your recurring cost is basically mow, windrow, cut, haul. Once fertilizer is gone, the field's gross output falls materially. No fertilizer, roughly 2/3 of fertilized grass output, so 33% revenue hit. Lime also has lapse on that particular field. It's closer to 61%. Established grass generally is not a weeding treadmill, so no weeding is not a thing that ruins economics here. Fertility is the main recurring loss. Today I learned. I didn't realize that weeds didn't grow in grass. So, is it worth it to do fertilization in terms of cost? Consider that it costs 10K an hour to fertilize. Not sure how it's off right there. That's weird. Just a tiny bit of grass we didn't get. Okay, he has an answer, but it's not a yes or no answer. So I'd prefer a yes or no answer. Oh, probably not worth it for raw grass unless your equipment covers a lot of ground very quickly. So that's considering grass. We need to consider byproducts. Because I don't think anyone ever sells raw grass. And why? Okay. So I gotta change this back to 0. It's gonna be really annoying. People put grass directly in the BGA. Okay, yeah, silage. That makes sense. What is going on? Okay, screw this. We're just gonna drive to the end of the field each time. I apparently don't know how to use GPS. Okay. Consider the numbers if we convert to silage first and then throw into VGA. And 2A, not 2A. This is decisive, but does not say that every foliage layer is the root cause. The control gets to the root, map the I3D in terrain creation, and stops immediately after geometry quad tree. Because its 3 foliage layers were removed, it never reaches the earlier foliage asset transform group phase at all. That means the remove all layers control introduced an empty foliage system state is not a valid way to isolate the original failure. So is it saying that it's crashed because the foliage is missing? It finishes loading the root map I3D, creates the terrain quad tree, and if it then stops before loading any foliage assets. The reason is it's a control retained foliage system, but okay. So next control is available to us. Being staged to server 0. Hopefully we can learn something from this that we can apply to all maps moving forward. I feel like we're still proving the way. But you actually know what we haven't done? At least I haven't done it. Maybe the AI did and didn't find anything. I haven't just went to search if there is already an existing like text guide for converting an FS22 map to 25. I just kind of assumed that there wasn't. That kind of stuff typically doesn't exist, or if it does exist, it's not very helpful. It's kind of like a niche thing. People definitely do videos on it. That's how I learned to do an FS19 to 22 map conversion. But nobody got time for that. We can take a look at that, see if there is any text guides or anything that we can feed to it. Is that the map we're looking for, or is there a different map that we're looking for? No foliage system load control. Oh, it just literally came up. Cool. We'll test this first. And then we'll do the needful. How do you keep on losing GPS? How far do we gotta go back? Okay, good enough. Let's see. So we'll drag that into mods. Have to remove any other older versions of Fenton. No foliage system load control, so this one, no active, needs to go away. Except for it's loaded in the game right now. Okay. We are popping off the community server. And we're going to take a look. It kind of seems like Tuesday nights aren't a hot night to do live streams, so I might just start trying to do Friday only. If anyone is currently watching has any opinions on that, let me know. Let's see. Well, I need to go single player. What am I doing? Career. Admittedly, if I want to work on FOC stuff, doing it in stream is probably not the most efficient way. So if you want to say yes, just so I dedicate more time to working on FOC stuff, I don't think that's the most efficient answer. Okay, I think I was gonna say, I think we got to 55 last time. We got 52% this time. 52% and we crashed. Oh, don't start the game yet. Don't start the game yet. I need to grab the logs. Hang on, hang on. Oh, already too late. I think I can still grab them. Logs.
All around the world, farmers know farming is an art.
Got to 52% and crashed.
We know it can be hard. And it can be surprising, too.
What is the answer in grass? Oh, we missed the prompt. Yeah, sending it through silage BGA changes the answer a lot. At FOC's configured silage value, silage is 121 per 1,000 liters. For a full fertilizer effect, use this test. Blah, blah, blah. So the practical break-even is around 165k to 200k liters of no-fert grass per paid fertilizing hour. Let's assume the 250 acres takes 1 hour to fertilize. What is the profit difference for fertilization versus not? I don't know if that's true or not. Why is it web searching that? We have our own outputs for fields. You have to look at our game files to determine that. You can't look at the publicly available information. Oh, there we go. And why do I still have it in this page? Oh, we're gonna look. We're gonna look. Hang on, let's do that. Gee. That is not what I wanted to search for, Google. FS22 to FS25 map conversion. So this says literally just to put the 22 map inside Giants Editor, which I don't think that worked. I mean, we could certainly try that with something like hobos. Uh, 22 is installed, so we have that. We're gonna try it with hobo. We gotta find the original hobo. Original hobo is here. It should be here. Maybe it's in a different folder. Hang on, I gotta get turned around. I've definitely tried that before, and every map that I tried it with, the Giants Editor just crashed. So it would be interesting if that does work. Okay, here's Hobo's Hobo. All right, what's the money on this working or not? Anyone have any thoughts? I feel like it's not gonna work. We're about to find out. Let's pop to this view. Alaska, I'm sorry. I've delayed at reading your messages. I'm retired, so days of the week don't matter to me. They all run together, but it does seem like there's less people on Tuesdays. I agree. You'd think it's the opposite, because Friday nights, you'd think people would be out, like, doing stuff with their friends or something. But not really. Mod converter. Okay, so it needs to be pointed at 22. This is actually new. It'd be funny if this worked, and we were just spending all this time trying to convert it using AI for no reason. I wouldn't say for no reason, because we have learned some stuff along the way. But, yeah, it would be funny. What do you mean that's an invalid directory? Then you point at data? Working directory exists, yes. Failed to copy a bunch of stuff, maybe because I'm using the same directory. It's hard to see exactly what the error is. It's going by too fast. If this actually works, I'm going to be both impressed and sad and upset all at the same time. But it looks like it's working with Hobo. We should probably change it to a different working directory. Sorry, you can't see it, but I'm trying to get back on course to cut grass. Okay. Alright, let's close this again, try it again, choose a different working directory. Hey, what's up, Henry? How you doing today? Thanks for joining. We are seeing if all the work that we've done doing alternative methods of converting was for naught. Because maybe Giants finally fixed their crap. We don't know. But we're going to try. We're going to see. Got to point at the correct location again. Common 22 data. Okay, we're gonna do V2. Okay, it's still failing to copy a bunch of stuff. Because we're gonna have to look at the summary. My grind's going okay. I'm just playing on the community server. Can't see it right now because we're trying to look at this. Why does it say success and then fail to load a file? Yeah, we just started probably 40 minutes ago. Not much to say at the moment. Okay, we are going to load this up. And we're going to look at the logs. Might throw it in the game and try loading it. Do I play more games or just this one? I'll be honest, man. So I run this community, farmersonly.club. And I mainly play this game at the moment. It's not my favorite game, but it's just something I'm playing. I'm currently living in Tennessee. It's not where I'm from originally, but that is where I'm living currently. What are these trees? So I think it thinks it did good work, but it definitely did not do good work. It's also kind of weird. Maybe it's just the water plane being too low to the ground. No, when you get close up, the textures for the field are also busted. We can try doing that with Fenton and then throw the result into the AI and see what it says. We had a little bit of a storm earlier, but well, the weather's good. Not too hot, not too cold. Earlier in the summer, it was way too hot. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this with the original Fenton. And do I have that locally? I do. That is a folder version of it, though. Yeah, definitely typical Giant stuff. They claimed that it worked and it did not. Very, very typical. Where is the original Fenton? Okay, it's right here. Too many different folders. Okay, we're gonna save that. Yes. So how long has it been since I started streaming on Twitch? So far I'm streaming every Tuesday, Friday. I've been doing it for like a month and a half, I think. Why don't I do customized graphics like graphic designs to make it more attractive and cool for the audience? Well, I do actually have, I mean, not fancy graphics, but I do have other screens that we normally show. So this is the normal screen that when we're working with AI on stuff, you can play and see this at the same time. Haven't worked too much because it hasn't been a whole lot of audience to have the interaction show up. The admins on my, the admins in my community will watch, join, interact, but they're typically interacting in the Discord voice chat. Typically the chat itself isn't super poppin'. Customized logo, realistic type sheet, banners, and kind of animated screens and stuff. Yeah, I'm a millennial. The whole like making shiny graphics and stuff to keep people entertained, like maybe like Subway Surfer on the side. I don't really understand that, but I could try. Yeah, we could try to add some stuff to it. Honestly, man, I'm not too worried about getting an audience. I'm just doing it for fun. But I appreciate the feedback. I'll see what I can do. Most of the time when I'm on here messing with it, I'm just trying to improve stuff for the community that I run. And when I'm not doing this, I'm trying to run the community and have my normal life. So, yeah, I don't spend a lot of time trying to optimize Twitch. I mean, I wouldn't know if I don't know if I'd consider this nice content. But I appreciate you saying that it's nice content. Back to here, we gotta try to convert Fenton. So we have that file for our AI to mess with. Because honestly, that might fix some of the issues that it's been having. Or it could completely screw it up. And we have no idea which is going to happen. No, thank you, Henry. Thank you. No, not new mod from game. Although that is how people make crappy mods. Okay, so that's our working directory. Should it give us the same prompt? Yes. Gotta find the old install again. Data. Select folder. Okay, convert. Would you like to have a look at some of the cool stuffs I've made for recent clients? Oh, so that's why you're trying to rub up on my balls. Give me some stroking, because you're trying to sell me something. Yeah, I was waiting for that too. No, I don't really want to see your work, buddy, but I appreciate it though. It's typically whenever someone that comes in chat being this talkative, they're They're trying to sell you something. They're trying to scam you. So, yeah. Appreciate you, Henry. I'm sure your work is awesome. But I just don't give a crap about it at the moment, if I'm being honest. Okay, so we failed to load some files. Honestly, I think some of those we failed to load also in the other one. I think they might be ones that are actually packaged into the map. They're not in the actual game itself. Well, no, I'm not saying that your work is a scam. I'm saying that you're being nice to me because you wanted to sell me something or because it was a scam. So it's one of those two. And it sounds like you're trying to sell me something. I'm not saying that you're a scammer. I'm just saying it's one of those two. If someone comes into your chat, stroking your yeah. No worries, bud. Appreciate you hopping in though. Appreciate you talking. It's always nice to have some interaction. Okay, so we're going to we'll go and load it. Who knows? This might be better than some of the conversions that we did with the AI. Well, if you were actually watching when I was showing you stuff earlier, I do Discord. See, that's Discord right there. So yeah, I do Discord. If you're interested in Farm Sim, you could join farmersonly.club. That's our website. We are a multiplayer server, hardcore economy. And there you would be able to connect to my Discord server and you would have my contact information. Where if you're trying to sell me something still, I would probably ignore you. Nah, I told you how you can get my username. Join our community. Ooh, that footage is gross. Okay. I do think there's potentially something here that the bot can use. Because actually, look at this. This actually has all of the fields populated. That is something that our bot version could never do. So maybe the real answer is that we just need to get the initial version, done with the Giants official conversion, and then have it fix it from there instead of converting from scratch. If you go to farmersonly.club, you can join our community there. Yep, thank you, Alaska. That is our community. Is who you? Alaska's one of our admins. I'm not sure what you're asking at the moment. Alaska's not me though. And I am not Alaska. Here, I can help you out. Watch this. We're gonna go to my browser, right? We're gonna go to farmersonly.club. If you click on this button, Discord will take you to our Discord server. And if you actually, there's another one really cool. If you go to dashboard will take you to our dashboard. You can log in with your Discord and it will automatically join you to the server if you're not joined already. Fancy, I know, right? This is where all the money, this is where all the graphics are. This is where all the fancy stuff is. We don't do the fancy stuff on the Twitch. We do the fancy stuff on the website, on the farmersonly.club website. Here you got your weather, you got your vehicles, you got points of interest, you got your fields. Look at those fields. That's some sexy graphics right there. That's where the money is. That's where those graphics are. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, we're grabbing the converted map from Giants Editor. Nope, wrong screen. There we go. We're grabbing this map. We're going to save it. Boy, you know what? our AI is going to be so psyched to have this because this is some of the stuff that it's been struggling with so hard. Like getting all these fields showing correctly. It's going to be so excited. Yeah, we are a whitelisted community, so if you want to play, definitely join up. And there's an application. An application will get you in. Man, I am looking fat in this screen. I don't know if it's bad camera angle, bad lighting. That's better. We don't look as fat anymore. Laska, you should have told me that it was such a bad angle. I didn't want to give Henry a bad impression. I don't want to be called fat again. Fair. Yeah, I wouldn't want to look at me either. That's fair. Okay, we will put this up in the Dropbox. Man, the AI is going to be so psyched. Oh, I actually do have a brand new fish tank that we could look at. I'm just not sure how I'm going to stream it. Yeah, that is a tough question. How would I stream my new tank? I do have some video of it I could try to pull. Hang on, I'll try to pull some video. Maybe a picture. But you know what, Alaska? If we show it today, then we can't show it when there's more people here. So is that really something you want to do? You know? But I will show you something. Okay. No. This is really cool. I have to show you this. So remember how the other day we were talking about gobies and pistol shrimp. I present to you my goby and my pistol shrimp. They have formed their symbiotic relationship. So they were not paired when I bought them. And I redid my nano tank so that like everyone just got shuffled around. So the pistol shrimp was actually out and walking around, and the goby found it. And I don't think they were friends initially, but the goby just kind of hung out around the pistol shrimp. Look, he's plowing his little sand out. So the goby stands watch, and the pistol shrimp just basically excavates. And it's so funny to watch. But if the goby senses danger, he'll just like retract into the hole, and the pistol shrimp will do it too. But as long as the goby thinks everything is okay, the pistol shrimp will keep on doing his business. And it's funny also because he doesn't always do like huge pushes out. Sometimes he'll come out and like pick up little bits of sand and like move them one at a time. But yeah, it's super interesting to watch. And I'm so glad, like it's totally worth $100 to have these two guys. It's the coolest thing. And when I introduced them, like I said, everything went haywire. I basically wrote them off. I would never have this happen, but it happened. So I'm so happy. I got this video today even, and I'm sure I'm gonna show it again on Friday, but you guys will probably like seeing it again anyway. Okay, back to the real stuff. Actually, I think... Are we uploaded yet? We are uploaded. Okay, so I'll copy this link. Give it to our Fenton channel. Okay, great news, buddy. I found out that Giants Editor actually supports a minor level of conversion for maps from 22 to 25, but it's not perfect. It does fix at least one of our big issues, and I'm hoping you could look at it. This makes every field work correctly. What doesn't work is the foliage is all broken still. There's a whole bunch of things that don't render correctly. But I really think this could be a great copy for you to get some stuff off of to get it working correctly. Why don't you take a look and let me know? Also, if you have questions about what specifically works and what specifically is broken with this map, please let me know instead of randomly guessing, because that will cost us more time. Because it does like to randomly guess. And we don't like guessing. Guessing is how it's taken so long for us to get to where we are today. Although, if it guesses enough times, it does get it right. That's very true. And since it's probably going to ask me... Okay, yeah, this is exactly the kind of donor that's worth inspecting before we do anything else. Before it asks me, because it's probably going to ask me, we need to figure out exactly what's broken or what works on this copy. So we're going to do that real quick. Converted. Maps. Map. While we wait on that, it's saying that it's taking a look at the donor that we have. It's comparing the parts that plausibly explain field's work separately from the broken visual systems. Okay, we're back. We're taking a look. So grass texture, completely broken. Ground texture, completely broken. Field textures, completely broken, except for when you're up in the air. Do our trees work? Our trees are good. Our building textures are all broken. But seriously, the fact that all these fields actually render correctly is something that we've not been able to get our copy to do. What is this? Oh, that's the boat. Okay. Water plane looks good. Oh, I wonder if it converted the waterfall correctly. Because I do like this waterfall over here. Where is it? It's actually kind of hard to tell where stuff is when it looks this bad. Here's the river, here's the waterfall. Okay, free click play. Nice. Yeah, it was something I had to manually convert 19 and 22 to get working correctly. I spent way too much time working on the waterfall. Did I receive your request? Ooh, hang on. Hang on. No, I have no request from you. Did you do an application? No, no application. Did you type in the welcome room? You did not type in the welcome room. Let's see who just joined our server. Verbose log. No. Welcome room. I'm gonna go back to the welcome room. Yeah, no, it doesn't even look like you joined the Discord. Because normally it would show that you joined the Discord. Here, let me switch screens. Let me switch screens. If you join the Discord, normally it'd show you right here. It'd say, welcome, Henry, to farmersonly.club. We're happy to have you. Please review Useful Links channel. We'll tell you all about the whitelisting process. But no, I did not get a message from you. My DMs are empty of your name. Unless you sent something on Twitch. But I don't think you can send something on Twitch. I don't see anything on Twitch. Okay. Yeah, so is it gonna ask me what needs done? What works? Or is it still thinking? Still thinking. It's doing forensic work currently. Let's see if Giants Editor... Ooh! Oh! We have Giants Editor working here. So Giants Editor is running on Linux, and it's going to potentially... Okay, it's headless right now. Which is something the Giants is very infamous of. They will work, but they won't let you do headless. They won't let you pass commands to do certain things. So I don't think we could get it to successfully load a map and do the conversion automatically. Wagon. It's .club, not .com. Henry, homie, I can't send you my work on Discord server because of some privacy reasons. Can you add me in private so I can show you my work there? Henry, buddy, I don't want you to show me your work in private. That just kind of sounds a little bit weird to me. I don't even talk to Wagon in private. And Wagon and I are like... I would never go into a room with just Wagon and myself. Yeah, that would be weird. And what am I doing? How did I end up here? I just stopped paying attention, apparently. I was all the way up here. I didn't even go straight down. Somehow I went diagonally over here. Okay. Giants Editor installed configuration finder. G is rendering through Wine Vulkan. Okay, let's try this. Can you run it? So no, because it won't even do that. Okay, we're gonna drop Giants Editor for now because we actually have something for this one to chew on. We can put the converted hobo up there and tell it to use that as a baseline. I don't think we made it that far in hobo. I don't think I mind it restarting with the baseline, so we can do that. Compress to zip file. Add you on Discord. You know what, Henry? You are so persistent, and you just keep on ignoring the fact that I'm just making fun of you and all that. I will see if I can find you on Discord and add you. But just know that I'm smarter than your average person that you would try to scam or sell something to. So regardless of what you send me, I will probably most likely just laugh at you. Sup, dog? There you go, Henry. You've gotten into my coveted DMs. Many people have paid great amounts of money and spent lots of time to get me to send them a message on Discord. You, my friend, have spent very little time and no money to get a response from me. And now we wait. What does Henry have to show us? Will we show it on stream? Is it appropriate for stream? We are now in a private room with the Henry Wotton, 567-889. And if I do say so myself, this music, the epic music that's playing right now, works perfectly for this moment. While we await Henry to reply. The suspense is killing me. What was I doing? Okay, yeah, we're doing the... We're gonna copy Hobo's Hollow over. Gotta put it in Dropbox. Henry, I'm waiting. So excited. At your mama. Here is a lovely copy of the map that Giants converted for us. So nicely of them. But it does not have what is probably some easy things done correctly. There are a bunch of things broken graphically, including but not limited to foliage, ground texture, crop textures, trees, etc. Instead of continuing to go down the path of what we are working on now, please start with this and try to progress forward on it. I would like you to please clean up all old artifacts of what you were doing with Hobo so that we have space to work. Boom. Let's roll. And of course, it's got to compress its context first. Where are we at? We need to be... Oh, we went past where we're supposed to go. We were working on 24, 25. Or maybe the field's next to it. Henry, I'm getting all hot and bothered. I need to hear back from you. I messaged you. You were green. Now you're offline. We are waiting so anxiously. Although I did see that I do see that you joined Farmers Only. Thank you for that. It's always good to have a new member there. And I'm going the wrong way still. Turn around, turn around, turn around. And funny enough, you know how the music was being all epic? Like, Harry's gonna message us any minute. Now it's sad. It's almost like it knew that you didn't message us. So, yeah. You are affecting the music that plays on this channel. Alaska says, I think Henry is still sharpening his crayons. Yep, potentially. He's got to show me that awesome artwork of his. You know, Henry, you got me curious. We're going to take your name. We're going to throw it in the old Googles. So this specific name, not a thing. But Sir Henry Wotton was an English diplomat, poet, and politician, best known for serving as England's ambassador to Venice and writing the book The Elements of Architecture. You know what, Mr. Wotton? I'm so sorry for doubting you. If I knew that you had written the book The Elements of Architecture, I would have never second-guessed talking to you. I would have given you my Discord username right away. Next time, start your pitch with that information. Might go a little bit better. What about Henry 3401? Oh, a rifle. Very nice. Mr. Henry, I don't think you have any internet presence that matters. Unless this is you. And I don't speak that language. But the fact that you're doing such weird capitalization makes me think that you could potentially be not English speaking. Which there's nothing wrong with that. Alaska barely speaks English on good days. And actually, it makes so much sense. You're into VR adult video games. And I'm sorry for thinking that's Chinese since that's Japanese. I created this account because I lost access. You only speak good English when your teeth are in. There you go. We're talking about recipes. Okay, cool. All right, I'm bored of this. We gotta get back to farming. That's how we make our money. Oh, I did not want to cut there. That'll make someone very upset when they're picking that up. Alright, Henry, I do want to let you know, in case you're still watching, if you do not contact me before the end of the stream, I will be blocking you and never thinking about you again ever in my life. So, now's your chance. Wow me with your graphics. I want the next level of Twitch streaming. I want to be the very best. The best there ever was. To catch them is the test, and to train them is my cause. I want to travel around the world, searching far and wide, to catch all the viewers. What? I forget what's next. Someone with Pokemon knowledge, you know what I'm talking about. Travel most of the land, searching far and wide. You don't know Pokemon? Come on. Pokemon theme song. Okay, we are definitely going on a side tangent here, but that's okay. Oh, gotta turn that down. That's too loud. I think we gotta go back further. Nope, gotta go back further. Okay, yeah, this is the part. Travel across the land, searching far and wide. Want you to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, catch 'em all. This is destiny. So you've literally never watched Pokemon Alaska? I know that you're old, but come on, you had kids, right? Now we're gonna get copyright struck for that. Never had kids? So when you get old and you need your diapers changed, who's gonna do that for you? Nobody. In Alaska, do they change each other's diapers? Yeah. You don't need diapers when you're alone in the woods. Okay, that could be true. That could be fair. Oh jeez. Okay. It's saying it's valuable, but not to merge wholesale. Okay, here's our questions. Oh, it's asking me, okay, we need to check to see if this one actually loads in single player, which is actually a valuable bit of information that we need to verify. And one could say that I should have done that before I even gave it to it. Fenton Forest converted. Yep, here's the one. Gotta quit the game. Oh no, don't start 22. We gotta start 25. We don't want to play FS22. Nobody wants that. Alaska, here's some homework for you if you're bored. You have to play Pokemon Gold on a Game Boy emulator. Well, gold, crystal, silver. Or if you want to go really old school, you could do yellow. But surely, Wagon knows about Pokemon, right? Man, I'm still waiting for Henry. Come on, bud. You were just online. You were so desperate to get my Discord handle. I sent you that message. Where are you at? Oh, wow. Is this... Wow. Okay. Wait. This is actually Fenton. And it actually looks mostly good. I say mostly good. Um, I would say it looks better than some of the versions we've been looking at. Yeah, cars are working indeed. Woo! What is this? Where am I? I am inside the field. So that doesn't work great. This one also. Okay. So how would we best describe this? I'd say most fields show correctly. I don't know. I don't even know if it's most. Some fields show correctly. What did it ask? We need to figure out what it's asking us. When you say every field works correctly, do you mean the field number, detection, ownership, contracts, crop growth, all those? And does it load? The most important thing is that it does load in single player. When I say that the fields load correctly, I mean when you look at them from the air, they show the correct field of crop types. And when you're on the ground, quite a few of them work correctly, but some of them just make you fall to the water layer. And I don't know if that's an issue with the teleporting or with the fields themselves, but if I click on a field and teleport to it, I end up under the ground in the water. But this is definitely a solid candidate to go for. I would almost probably start with this candidate and then copy over the things that are broken from ours that works. Can we do that? Okay. Hobo is actually continuing to work, no questions, which is good because Hobo we've had to yell at quite a few times when it failed to do what it's supposed to do. We have money. Let us actually do something radical. We're gonna grab a bike. Yeah. We have an hour and a half left before stream is typically over. I think with this candidate, there's a good potential we could have a working Fenton before the end of the stream, which would be very exciting. One Fox. Who is Henry? Okay, Fox. So Henry joined our stream, and he was just, whoa, what is going on? He was very complimentary about everything. He was trying to offer his... What is going on with this bike? He's trying to offer his helpful tips to help make our stream even better than it is today. And he was saying with the correct graphics, the correct animations, the correct everything, I could be the best streamer that there ever was. I could catch all the viewers and train them to be the best viewers. He said most of these things to me in different words. And he then said, please let me contact you in private so that I can show you my nudes and show you all the cool things I can do for your channel. And I said, no, please no nudes. I don't want to see your nudes. I don't even want to see what you can do for my channel. But then after he so persistently asked over and over again, and I was making fun of him the whole time, you know, like typical Phil fashion. I was just giving him crap without, he didn't even realize it. He finally got me to DM him just to see what was going on, just to see what he could show me. And as soon as I DM'd him, he went offline. And I told him he has until the end of this stream to DM me back. Otherwise, he's going to be blocked. And he will never, ever be able to show me his nudes or what he can do for my channel. Because I am indeed the best streamer, the best that there ever was. None other are better than me. And I just need his graphics to make it to the top. Okay, are bikes really this bad in FS25, or is that something wrong with Fenton? Like, is there a layer of ice everywhere that I'm just spinning on? Alaska, that is what you said the last time, and the time before that, and the time, yeah. One fox. For how much? I don't know, he didn't say. He wanted to show me his nudes first, and then get me to buy them. I don't know how that works. You said there are terrible. Are you saying that the bikes are terrible? Because your English sometimes can be worse than Alaska's. And I don't know how that's possible. Sam, he would probably need access to the channel, and then all of a sudden you can't get in unless you pay. Yeah, my valuable, super valuable channel, he would need access to. All 12 of my followers on Twitch, all 300 and something subscribers on my YouTube, most of which have no interest in my current content. Yes, I would gladly give him access to those just to see how much he could help me grow my channel. The bikes, yes. Now, what wrong with Aussie English? Like there's Alaskan English, which is not even English. I don't know what it is. And then there's Aussie English, which basically just kind of sounds like you're drunk all the time. Yeah, not really sure. Not really sure what you're saying. Uh-oh. You're sending me stuff on Discord. I'm not. I'm gonna change screens real quick, and then we'll look at it if it's safe. Okay, it's safe. Is the rest of our chat safe? No, it's not safe. I can't show that chat. I will open it this way. Oh. Really? Okay, we'll look down here. Small screen. This is what One Fox sent me. And I would imagine it's probably similar to what Henry would have sent me to. I mean, that is very sexy. Thank you for sending that to me, One Fox. Oh, we blocked traffic. Cool. So actually, this is a pretty good copy. I think if we just copy our crap over to it, we could be in business. Let's go back here. Okay. Sam, the best prawn in the world. Yes, very much agree. One Fox, anything for the greatest Twitch streamer ever. Thank you. I know that I am. I just need the graphics. Henry, give me those graphics. I trust you now. I'm sorry that I ever doubted you. With all the stroking you were doing, it was a little bit weird at first, but now I like it. I got used to it. So send me the clients that you've done work for. We'll take a look. We'll talk some numbers, and then the best streamer in the world can like 10x their followers just by having some fancy graphics on the screen. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, let's jump out of here. I think we're going to have a new game to test here shortly. A new copy of the game, the copy of the mod, the map, whatever. I can't even talk right now. That's how good of a streamer I am. Did we copy over to server 0 yet? Looks like we did. isn't available yet. What's the name? GE donor DDS binding repair. That's the one. Notably, it is much larger. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Alaska. I can send you a fingerprint if you, a finger pick that you can use for free. That's all you really need. A fingerprint pick. Okay. Is that as big as it is? So it looks like a finger. Okay. This is very confusing to me. Somehow on YouTube, the past two streams, today I have 18 viewers. I think last time I had 14, 10, 12 to 14 peak. My concurrent viewers on YouTube is going up to numbers that I don't even recognize. Like I don't even know if I can count to 18. So if you are on YouTube, please say something so I know that you're not just a bot. Otherwise, I'm very curious why someone is view botting my live stream on YouTube. So yeah, say something if you're on YouTube. Say hi. How'd you find me? What are you watching for? Are you having fun? What's your name? What's your mother's maiden name? Social security number? You know, all the normal stuff that streamers ask for. The last things are actually for Henry. He just DM'd me. He said that he wants me to get the social security numbers of all the people on my stream. So I didn't ask for that. Henry did. Sam, what finger? Alaska. No, it's in the middle. Oh, I see what you're saying. That finger. Okay. Okay. What is even going on? Okay, we're about to load up 25 again. We're gonna load up the Fenton map, the new one. Is the YouTube the same as Twitch? Yes, same stream. You could just watch it either. And the chat will even show up here too. Like if I say hi, it'll show up on the stream here. Oh, same name. No. Kinda, but not. Hang on a sec. This one is actually under my real name. So if you want to know that, that's, well, of course it actually shows it there at Philip Ulrich. So yeah, if you just go to Philip Ulrich on YouTube or search that on YouTube, it'll pull up my stream.
But sometimes it's about being at the right place at the right time.
So given that none of the 18 people that are watching concurrently on YouTube have said anything, I believe that you're all bots. And if you want me to think that you're not a bot, you should say something. I'm not even trying to engagement farm. You know, some people might be engagement farming by asking that. I literally want to know if there's actually people watching on YouTube. Just anything. You can say anything. Sam, I is bot. Thank you for watching on both locations, Sam. I appreciate the extra views. Well, okay, Fenton. Okay, let's see how it goes. We're going to just deselect everything except for map settings. But yes, YouTube viewers, just like Sam did, that is how you respond to me asking you to respond. You don't have to say I is bot. You can just say whatever you want. I'm just curious who's watching. I really don't think there's anyone watching on YouTube. I'm very confused at why there's 17 concurrent viewers. I know that I'm funny, attractive, handsome, skinny, and all those great things, but I just curious. Okay, objectively, this is basically the same thing that we were just doing. What is different about it? Do the buildings show up correctly? No. Yeah, no. Okay. So, what did you even do? Is this the right file? Mods, Fenton. Yeah, that's the right file. Okay, we'll try opening it in Giants Editor. Maybe we can just give it the errors that it's given so that it has a starting point for what needs to modify. Okay, my 17 YouTube viewers, if no one says anything, I'm just going to cut off the YouTube stream and then we'll start it back up and we'll see if you show back up. But if one person says something besides Sam, I will not shut down the YouTube stream. I don't want you to go away. I just want to know if you're real. Yeah, that map, that ground is transparent. But the field, okay, no, the fields are also transparent. Yeah, this basically just looks like the original one. The one that the Giants gave us. All right, YouTube, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. 8:42 Eastern time. I'm going to cut you off. And then I'll be back. I'll come back for you guys. But got to have some participation. Again, literally not engagement farming. I want to know that one of you is real. Any one of you. Because I find it hard to believe that 17 people are watching this on YouTube. Okay, we gotta grab this file a better way. This file. No, we'll just give it the whole thing. They'll be able to figure it out. Unfortunately, that file looks exactly like the one that I gave you without any fixes. So we should probably figure out why, how, what. Yeah. There was a message deleted by a moderator. Oh. I'm sorry, Alaska. Apparently you got auto-modded. I found you through those sexy graphics. Did Henry make them? So Alaska also hopped over from Twitch to the YouTube stream. Is that your real picture? You don't have any teeth. Well, you might have a couple. Years ago. Well, that was back when you had a few teeth left. Okay, that makes sense. All right, YouTube, you asked for it. We're shutting you down. Be on Twitch. Where am I?